What's going on, guys? I see we got a couple of people in here already. Cup of Joe, good to see you, my man. Methane TV, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. Welcome back for the Euro final. We got a nice little game today. Spain is taking on England. Should go as no surprise that I like Spain here. They are the favorite in this game, too. And I think for good reason. You got Danny Carvajal, who's probably playing the best right back in all of the world right now. You got Lee Normand, who has had a very good tournament. You got Cucurella, who's been playing really well. Rodri Ruiz. Look, he's a Barcelona guy. You guys know how much I hate to gas up guys from Barcelona. Ruiz has had an absolutely outstanding tournament, and so has Yamal. So I got to give credit where it's due. Young Stink sent me here. Let's go. Appreciate you, Owen. Appreciate you, Stink. Shout out. Denny Olmo has looked absolutely phenomenal as well. Coming in for an injured Pedri. Nico Williams has been outstanding. Morata, I know people were concerned with the security guard sliding into him. He is going to be able to play today. He's your captain as well. We got on the other side, we got Harry Kane, who has been fine. I mean, England overall hasn't been super impressive as a team, but they are making some changes today. They are starting Luke Shaw. We got Saka on the wing again. I think I've talked plenty of smack on Saka. Most people know I'm not a big fan of Arsenal fans. I think the team's pretty good, and it's not like I don't rate their players. It's just that I think their supporters do nothing but gas them up, and I have to hear way too much about them. I like Bellingham, though. I can see an argument for why he's been struggling a little bit in this tournament, but England as a whole has been struggling, and the team just hasn't looked super impressive. I do like Manu again. I think he's been playing really well. Rice has been playing well. I think this is going to be a cagey one. 8-ball coming in with a 1-1 correct score in both finals, 30-1. The other thing I want to mention to you guys, too, is just so you know that my bias isn't coming out of nowhere, and I'm not just talking, as the English would say, taking the piss or talking the piss out of England. Since I want to say 2000, actually, you know what? I'll just pull up Leg's tweet because I know he's accurate, and he came with the receipts. But yeah, England does not do well against Spain in finals. Historically, I'll pull up the exact numbers for you here as soon as I find them. Since May 2001, Spanish teams have played non-Spanish teams in 22 major finals. That's UCL, that's Europa, that's World Cup, that's Euros, all major finals for club and country. Spain has won all 22 of them versus non-Spanish sides, going back to 2001. So you tell me who's the best team on the planet, because it ain't fucking England. It's Spain. All they do is win. So again, you can call me biased if you want, but the numbers don't lie. You guys can't win finals against Spanish. Everybody else on the planet can't win finals against Spanish teams. Going back to 2001. UFC went bad for me. Need some coin back. Any locks? No, there's no such thing as a lock. It's a European final, my guy. That said, we're going to talk about numbers I like and things that are advantageous and that you have an edge on. But if anybody tells you that they have a lock, they're lying to you. There's no such thing as locks. You're one tackle, one red card, one bad move away from a guy being out of the game. So anybody who tells you they have a lock is lying to you, and they're a bad handicapper, and they should probably get off the internet. Gluten King, one shot, plus 165 FanDuel. Danny Carvajal off gluten. Look, I like him for a shot. You know, he's been having a hell of a year. Scored for club and country. So, yeah, I mean, if you like Danny Carvajal to shoot, I got no problem with that. Again, I think Lee Normand is a good look too. He's always dangerous, always at the top of the box, does it frequently for Sociedad. Danny does, you know, some shooting here and there, but, you know, he's not a big shooter for Madrid. Doesn't need to be either. I really like Ruiz for a shot in the first half again. They have finally caught up to the fact that he's been doing that every single match. And he's minus 140 for a shot here in the first half. I do think it's still a good look. It's definitely a little more juiced than usual, though. Betting 2+ shots from Yamal. He's going to get his shit in before he has to leave the game before 11 p.m. local time. Look, I don't think that they're enforcing that. I mean, we've seen Spain play in this time slot for a majority of the tournament. If you want to bring the stats and tell me whether or not he's been subbed off and this is enforced, then let me know. But again, look, it's just a funny thing to go at Yamal with, and the kid's got a lot of talent. So upset incoming, in your opinion, but you're English. Yeah, that sounds about right. Good. I mean, look, Ghost, you should be proud that you made it this far, and you can sing "It's Coming Home" as much as you like. That said, record against Spain for every team that's not Spanish in a major tournament says otherwise, going back to 2001. Manu shots looking nice again today. Yeah, he only took one last game, took it the first half too. I can get behind a Manu first half shot here. I can get behind Manu 2 shots. Hey, leg checking in. Did he sprinkle on Danny Carvajal to score? Probably. Maybe means definitely yes in legs world. Upset incoming, aka we're the favorites for the entire tournament. You're not wrong. So yeah, I don't, only by recency, money line and money moves is Spain the favorite here. So yeah, I'm with you, leg. The fact that they've been the odds-on betting favorite the entire tournament doesn't make me think this is an upset. But hey, Olmo to score assist at plus 210 worth a look. Yeah, I mean, he can get golden boot here. So can Kane. So I'd look at both of those guys to score. If you like, I love to score assist at plus 210 here. We all know Olmo's got great passing skills as well. At least if you watched any of them at RB Leipzig, you do. Olmo's got excellent skill on the ball. I like it here. And you got 2 super pacey wingers who need somebody in the middle to cut the ball into when they beat their man on the baseline. I think Kyle Walker's in for a hell of a day. I think he's a really good look for fouls and cards. Same thing with like Manu, Saka, Shaw, especially since he hasn't been starting the whole tournament. I would really pick on him. I think that he's a great look for fouls and cards as a guy who hasn't had a lot of run in this tournament so far. Yamal for a dime straight. Yeah, I can absolutely get behind that. Like I said, Yamal's been playing good football. I think that the hype behind him is way too high. I watched what Barcelona fans did to Ansu Fati, and I think it's a lot of weight to put on a 16-year-old's shoulders. But yeah, the kid's good. So I like him. I like him for a dime here. Should be embarrassed that you are the favorites to win the tourney and now plus 250 on the money line. I don't disagree, but I think Spain has clearly impressed tournament long every single game. Do I like both teams to score at plus 105? Yeah, I think that's a really good number. I think we've seen, England kind of shrug off the 0-0 result. They have been getting a goal pretty much every game here. They have way too much talent not to be scoring. Same thing with the Spanish team. I think we might see, I don't want to say like quick goals, but it wouldn't surprise me to see a goal apiece in the first half. And then both teams kind of sit on this, waiting for extra time and penalties. If Spain is ahead at about the 65 or 70 minute mark, I just have a really hard time seeing England score. Spain's way too good on the ball, holding it. But yeah, I think there's value in both teams to score at plus 105, plus 106, plus 102, plus 100. Minus 110 is a pretty trash number for being bottom of the market on DraftKings. So again, it's really important to shop your lines. Luke Shaw is a walking booking, like knows the vibes. Guy hasn't really started. He's also kind of a hack. He's not great in the Prem. I don't know why you wouldn't pick on him here. Love his fouls, love his card. I do actually like the both teams to score, as do I. I have the very stupid parlays too. Yeah, I mean, I have a parlay for you guys. It feels too easy. So something is going to cause it not to hit. When it feels way too easy like this, it just means it's destined to fail. But tell me how this fucks up. Like, Ruiz first half shot, Yamal first half shot, Harry Kane first half shot, Phil Foden first half shot, plus 667, using one of my FanDuel boosts, boosted to 10-1. $10 pays you 100. It feels so easy. And that just, to me, means that it's not going to happen. I still bet it, and I still want it to win. But when they feel too easy like that, you know, but hey, that's what I'm going with, at least for one of my FanDuel 50% same game parlay boosts, same game parlay plus, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a FanDuel shill. You guys know how to find boosts and promos. Go do it your damn self. But that's one I put together. Saka mean mucking Chiellini on the sidelines pregame. You love a good pregame stare down. I don't know. Look, Saka's been playing well. I'm not gonna lie. I was super glad that Walker or whoever was, maybe it was Stones, whoever was offside for his goal, because that was an absolutely nasty shot. And I also just love the England fans going, well, they didn't even show us the goal. They didn't show us the VAR. But they didn't have to, dude. He was a mile and a half offsides. I apologize. I forgot to bring a water with me. Give me a couple of seconds here. Your boy is absolutely dying after the bachelor party. I can tell. I'm torched from the sun. My voice is completely torched. So apologies on that. And I'm dried out like a prune, dude. I've probably slammed 14 waters today, so I apologize. Let's see. Both teams to score in under 4.5 in both finals is plus 600. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I think that the under is in play. I think that Copa is going to be really tough to kind of predict, and I don't want to go too much into Copa. It's all going to kind of stem around how Klaus, this Brazilian referee, calls the game. So I'm not doing cross finals parlays as of right now. If I was, I would keep it simple and just take Spain and Colombia. But that's, again, me, and I'm super biased against Argentina. I'm also super biased against England. So it's kind of a no-brainer and doesn't even really need to be mentioned that I hate England and Argentina. So I like Spain in the under 4.5 in both games. Is like, there are no locks, but like, come on, guys. That seems pretty easy. Jude Bellingham is on England for late goals. Fox really glazing up England. No shit, dude. It's been unbearable the entire tournament. Every time England touches the ball, Fox makes it sound like they're up 3-0 on people when it's 1-1 or 0-0 in the 75th minute. It's absolutely unreal the amount of fucking knob slobbing these boys do. It's pathetic. It's because they know who pays their bills. And that's why I don't work for guys like that right now. That's why I'm an independent journalist and I don't have a problem saying it. There's a very clear agenda that they're pushing, and it all revolves around who writes the checks. Yep, you got it right on the head, Myron. It doesn't matter who's playing good or who's playing poorly. They know who signs the checks. Spain 3 saves plus 120. I kind of like that. If you think that England's clinical, again, we might see England only take 5 shots this game. I don't know what to expect here. I just know that it's going to be awesome. And finals tend to be low scoring, and then I think that there's a really good chance we see extra time or PKs. I want Spain to win outright in regulation in a 2-1 game where there's goals and it's back and forth and it's exciting the entire match. And I really, really want to see that. I don't know though. England on the big stage really likes to shit down their own leg, at least from what I've noticed. So we'll see. We'll see. I do like that number on 3 saves, though. I definitely think there's value there at plus 120. Yamal and Kane in big games. Saka, 1 shot on target, plus 115. I definitely like that. Look, I got about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to kind of jump out of the comments section real quick, and I'm just going to go across the board through player prop markets that I see value on here, starting with shot on target. So thank you for Fernando for getting me back on track a little bit here. Let's go over some of these shots on target numbers that have stood out to me. Danny Olmo, again, this is a little bit juicy, but I still think has plenty of value as a straight at minus 130, minus 135 neighborhood. I think that's really good. Yamal for a shot on target, minus 120, I think is definitely playable. Minus 135 is a little bit too juiced for me. Minus 155 is out of my price range. Let's get into... Cole Palmer is not even starting. Foden here at plus 110, I think is a great look, playing on the right wing a little bit. Foden looked really good in the last match versus Netherlands. He was shooting. He had at least 1 on target. I think he had 2 on target. He put a couple of wide too. So Foden at plus 110, I think is great value. Saka, you can get plus 135, Fernando, if you have access to DraftKings. Don't short yourself on the number. With FanDuel, go out, get your top of market. You can get plus 135 over on DraftKings if you like Saka for a shot on target. Ruiz for a shot on target at plus 135 over on FanDuel. That's a great little number. Nico Williams, I think minus 110 is a bit of a stretch. Plus 120 is okay. I can't get any real action down on it, but Nico Williams for a shot on target, plus 148 over on Bet Rivers. I think that has value. Bellingham, I think, is a little bit overvalued here. Plus 130 is an okay number. Plus 160 is decent as well over on DraftKings. He has been playing more of his traditional midfield position and just hasn't been shooting the ball a lot. But England as a team hasn't been shooting the ball as a whole a lot. So I think that the amount of popularity and what people want to do by betting on Bellingham makes his number a little bit overinflated here. At least that's just my 2 cents. Let's get into some of these backline. Oh, these are shots on target. So We can talk just shots here in a second. We already mentioned Danny Carvajal. I do like Lee Normand as well. I think Rice is a little bit of a long shot, is a good look for a shot, or maybe even a shot on target. Let's see what the number on Rice is. I know he tends to shoot a pretty good amount, so that one actually might be trash. So let me just double check here before I get caught talking on my ass. And then we'll move into some first half shot stuff. I'm going to get back into the comments here and address a couple more of your questions really quickly after I get a Declan Rice number for you. -155, not great, but not terrible, is maybe something to work into a parlay. -150, I don't super love it. I definitely want a longer number there on Rice to shoot. So let me jump back into the comments and touch on a few of these things, and then we'll talk some first half shots and some ladders spots and some real long shots to look at. And then I'll let you know what I'm going to probably end up putting my money down before I get out of here and watch the game with the boys over in Discord, because this one's going to be an absolute banger. I might even record the game with me commenting on it, because I have a feeling there's going to be at least one controversy in here. So we got England becomes interesting when Foden subs off lately. Sad to say, that's my guy. I guess if you're a huge Cole Palmer guy, I like him. He's very unpolished. He's very raw. Like, he's super young. And I don't want an unpolished talent jacking up shots that aren't going on target when you can make better decisions and find more open guys. DraftKings boost? Is there a DraftKings boost? I don't know. I've been on vacation. I haven't logged into a betting app since Friday. So sometimes it's good to put the phone down and just kind of live in the moment doing stuff. And I haven't opened up a bet. I haven't taken out a position since my only bet on Friday was an NRFI that hit. Kane or Omo to score in the Euros finals, boosted to +175. Let me make sure that I take a look at some of these terms and conditions. I'm assuming this is a 90-minute only line, which it would be kind of standard here. Look, these guys are in the Golden Boot race. You're getting each guy who's trying to win the Golden Boot at +175 with the Or bet. So, yeah, I think that is a good value. I would have to line shop that. I'm assuming that FanDuel has this under a special as well, because they do have a lot of specials listed here. So, yeah, I think those are tough to devig and tough to find out whether or not they're EV value. Again, that's not my thing. I'm sure there's a guy on Twitter that does EV that has probably calculated this out. But, yeah, from a gambling perspective, I think that's a playable boost. From guys I like to score from a soccer perspective, at least. Whether or not it has EV value is up for, somebody else to determine. But from a soccer perspective, I think it's a good boost. So I'll go with you there. Did I miss Legs Parlay? It's I guarantee you it's on Twitter. But got one last match to run it up. So yeah, I know. I'm sure Leg has the parlay on Twitter. Mine, again, it feels too easy, so I don't. Again, there's no such thing as a lock. This does really feel like a layup, but that to me means probably something's going to go wrong. Yamal first half shot, Ruiz first half shot, Kane first half shot, Foden first half shot. Boosted from +667 to 10-1. So again, I think it feels super easy, but what are you going to do? English speaking channel, glazing English team checks out. Yeah. Manu first half shot at +195. He's done it every match since they've given him the start. I don't know why you go away from it, Carlitos. I mean, if you look at it from the perspective of you've been making money at almost 2-1 or better on your money every time since he's gotten the start, you're already profitable long term on that bet. Why not go back to the well? Do it until he proves you wrong, right? Got to get this money. Yeah, I feel you, man. I 100% feel you. So yeah, I like your look on Saka shot on target. 3-piece under 3.5 goals. Bellingham shot on target. Williams shot on target under 3.5 goals. I don't hate it. I think you picked two guys who have had a tough time in this tournament finding the frame. I like Nico a lot. I'm obviously a little bit biased. I know that he is a capable shooter. I think that he has a ton of dangerous dudes in here clogging up the middle, and that Spain's game plan is to use Carvajal and Cucurella to support Yamal and Williams, bombing down the wing, trying to beat their man, and then cutting back to a middle full of Rodri, Ruiz, Olmo, and Morata to finish off shots. So if you can penetrate and you can get a good dribble around somebody on the wing here, like Saka, Walker, Shaw, Gucci, whichever way you're moving the ball, if you can beat your man and you get free on the wing, they're going to have to collapse in on you to guard you. And your move is then to cut back into the middle. Again, for more of an American audience, for guys who don't watch a ton of soccer, just ball movement in soccer and puck movement in hockey are really similar. When you're running the circle in the corner, you're looking for the guy either crashing on the opposite boards or in the middle for your greasy one. That's what we're doing here. That's where I think the majority of Spain's dangerous chances are coming from. So I would be looking more into Olmo, Ruiz, Rodri, and Morata for shots on target than I would for Yamal and Nico Williams. I'm not saying they can't put shots on target. I just think you're setting yourself up for a more difficult play than if you're attacking the guys who are going to be the cutback men in the middle here. Nico Williams to score assist plus 185 or just shot on target at plus 120. I like him to score assist. I think there's a better number out there, though. Somebody was telling me it was plus 215 earlier. I didn't shop across all the sports books, but I'm trying to at least pull it up here. Nico Williams. Oh, sorry, that was Danny Olmo, who was plus 110. Nico Williams, let me find him. He's plus 230 on FanDuel. So again, I don't know if you're limited by the markets you have available to you, but at that price, I like Nico Williams, and I do know that he can score, but I kind of like his dime straight up a little bit more. I'm seeing plus 500 and longer on his dime straight up. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it, Orchard. But yeah, I like Nico to be involved on the score sheet here. And I really do, like, for those of you guys who want a complete, like, lottery play, like something that's going to hit very rarely but is fun to root for, if you want an exact goal scorer combo, the goal scorer assist double. Let's see if I can find Danny Olmo to score assisted by Nico Williams, because, yeah, here we go. Danny Olmo to score assisted by Nico Williams, 28-1. That might be a little short. Let's see if I can get a better number, building that out. Anytime goal scorer, Danny Olmo. Assist by Nico Williams. We have 28-1 on the exact combo. It's 18-1 on the more flexible combo, so still good value there. I think that's worth a dart if you like the lottery tickets and the super long shot stuff. So That'll be that. Leg has fought parlays up on his Twitter. Zero surprise there. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. It costs you guys absolutely nothing. It helps me out a ton. This has been a hell of a ride. I've really enjoyed doing these. I've really enjoyed, getting to know a bunch of you guys through these chats. You guys are really fun to hang out with and talk gambling. I don't want you to think anything you bring to me is ever taken personal. I have fun. This is about fun and sharpen and getting together and talking football and just appreciating the beautiful game. So yeah, we're going to keep doing these into European club season. I'm going to need to come up with a schedule. I need to take some time to develop these nice graphics that I do here in the background. Just, with this sort of stuff, it's not perfect. It's not the best. I am getting better at it. Photoshop, like none of this stuff is this is all me learning on the fly. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I really appreciate the support. So please like and subscribe on YouTube. Check out the Discord. Check out the merch, stuff like that. And I just got to say thank you guys. Again, this is just so much fun, and we're going to keep doing more of these. I'm going to be back tonight to talk Copa America. I'm super excited, but my voice is torched. And unless you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns, I forgot to do the first half shots, ladders stuff here. We'll touch on that really quickly, and then I'm going to get out of here because I want to sit back and watch and enjoy the game just as much as you guys do. Because even though I do super enjoy doing these, they are work, and I do want to have 15 minutes to myself before we watch the game here. So again, I think Ruiz has value for a first half shot here. He's done it every single match of this tournament. It's minus 135. I'm personally playing that, and I'm gonna play it at 1.35. So like if I play it, I'm playing it to return a unit. That's how confident I am at that. That's how much I like it. I really do like Manu here at plus 190 just to take a shot in the first half. I think Lee Normand is a stretch, but I don't hate it at plus 310. It feels like he'll probably shoot more in like the second half. And I do think that you can, I know for a fact you can find him over on DraftKings because I'm looking at it at plus 200. So that's more value than him to take a shot in the first half. Danny Carvajal at plus 420. I like him full game, but we've seen that the sportsbooks have squeezed us on that price for full game at plus 165. So I don't hate splitting a full game and a little sprinkle on him to do it first half at plus 420. Let's get into the guys that got to do it 2 or more times here. Every single person is plus 170 or longer. So if you like Kane, I'm certainly not going to try and talk you out of Kane at plus 220. I'm not going to try and talk you out of Danny Olmo at plus 260, who I also like. If you're a soccer guy, I think that England is going to be the team that shoots less. But if you think he's the mouth they feed, plus 290, he has looked to be the better finisher. Foden has been the guy who's gotten more volume when it's not Kane. So Foden at plus 390, I think, is a great look. Yamal, he's young, he's fast, he's got no fear. Plus 360 seems like a great number on the kid. Manu, if you like him for 2 in the first half at 13-1, is an absolutely ridiculous price for a kid that we've seen do it. So again, I do think England's going to be the lower volume. I'm probably not going up to 3 or more shots in the first half here on anybody. But if I had to pick guys, it would be Kane at plus 800, Danny Olmo at 10-1, Yamal at 15-1, Foden at 16-1. And that Ruiz price just isn't worth it at 16-1. Anyway, so that's all I got for you guys. Again, please like and subscribe here on YouTube. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long to do the plugs, but I really, really do appreciate it. Check out the Burr Oaks merch, courtesy of 2 Foot Talk. Catch 2 Foot Talk every Wednesday night with my boy Young Leg, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be around. We'll be back for Copas. I, again, really, really appreciate it. Get yourself a cold beer and enjoy this game. It's going to be absolutely electric. So, Eddie, thank you very much. Connor, thank you very much. Mike, thank you very much. Everybody else who came in here, appreciate you guys to death. I'm out. Doses. Oh, Vamos Spain, by the way. I almost forgot. Vamos.